Hello, and welcome to another special episode of Frankfurt English News. My name is Tilo Schwichtenberg, and I am your guide to this year's mayor elections, or Oberbürgermeister Wahl, in Frankfurt. We have already covered half of the candidates running for the seat, and today we're going to finish painting the political landscape by covering everybody else who is running for the office. Let's dive right in. Before we start, I would like to stress that having so many candidates run for mayor is a true blessing of democracy, which is all about this. Each and every one of us has the right to be represented and to run for government. And even if those candidates do not necessarily possess the political or administrative resources to win the election, they still deserve to be represented respectfully. So let's get on with it. Tilo Schwichtenberg is a 53-year-old cameraman who also plans and sells solar energy. He has represented the Garden Party in the city parliament and as mayor would encourage citizen initiative. He wants to preserve green spaces and is an advocate for sustainable housing. He opposes, I quote, senseless growth and large-scale projects, end quote. Mr. Schwichtenberg wants to reduce rent prices and make public transport free. 41-year-old Jamòs Camara runs for the Free Party of Frankfurt, or FPF. The FPF website speaks about free transport, legal cannabis, a reformation of the tax system, free Wi-Fi, affordable housing, more culture, support for regional goods and shops, and an expropriation of water and electric companies. The FPF say they don't have the funds to print out election posters, but there was a bit of a scandal when someone stuck pieces of paper in support of Jamòs Camara over the faces of candidate posters from other parties. The party denies responsibility for this. One cause stands above all other in Niklas Pauli's campaign: the preservation of urban gardens and green spaces. He got involved with politics when the plans to construct the European school in Ratswijk emerged, and revealed that a lot of urban gardens would have to be demolished in the building process. Mr. Pauli suggests that the school should be built on less space, or doesn't move to Ratswijk at all. He wants to revisit development plans so that all urban gardens will be protected against future construction planning. He also has a specific economic policy, through which he hopes to better the position of skilled laborers. 65-year-old Feng Xu was born in China and studied Japanese before coming to Germany in 1982. He has lived in Frankfurt since 2008 and has big plans for the future of the city. He wants to establish a building cooperative for affordable housing construction and turn Frankfurt into a, I quote, gigawatt solar city, unquote, by developing a massive solar energy network. His strongest ideas are on the topic of education. He plans to build an international vocational school for high school graduates from all over the world and provide educators with a 300 euros of a monthly bonus. Mr. Xu also endorses the forming of learning groups that, I quote, promote social interaction skills, end quote. 58-year-old actress and organizer of the Green Sauce Festival, Maja Wolff, describes herself as a true Frankfurter and wants to build bridges between the worlds of culture and business. She celebrates Frankfurt's diversity and wants to produce change above party politics. Her focus is on affordable housing and urban development. She wants to boost education spending and plans to immediately start the construction of the European school. She would also like to establish a youth parliament in the city in order to promote political knowledge for the young. Ms. Wolff has a strong position on security in the Bahnhof district and takes the hard stance, with ideas of a weapons ban, increased police and more video surveillance, but couples these measures with the construction of a drug addict care center. She believes that the reconstruction of the train station courtyard will massively improve the situation in the district. 46-year-old Khurrem Akhtar runs for the team Todenhöfer, a party he is one of the founding members of. He wants to make Frankfurt, I quote, the #1 financial and commercial center in Europe, end quote, and aims to do so by removing unnecessary bureaucratic and tax hurdles for investors. He believes this will make Frankfurt competitive with Paris and London. Khurrem Akhtar wants to overcome the distance between politicians and the people and unite the citizens of Frankfurt. He says that, I quote, we need a new type of politician in Frankfurt for whom the well-being of the population is more important than his own career and his re-election, end quote. He goes further to promise that he will defend, I quote, the constantly broken promise of freedom, equality and brotherhood. To do this, we should treat every person, every country, every culture as we ourselves want to be treated, end quote. Frank Großenbach is a lawyer, singer and musician and a strong supporter of direct democracy. One of his most notable plans is to set up a new voting platform for citizens that will allow them to vote directly on important issues. To ensure that decisions are informed, he proposes an approach of asking specific questions rather than vote on positive statements. He wants to promote local trade and establish Frankfurt as a center for diplomacy. He wants to engage peace talks between Ukraine and Russia by starting a Frankfurt Peace Conference. 55-year-old manager and startup entrepreneur Peter Pawelski is a member of the Volt Party, but is running as an independent candidate. He plans to restructure city government, merging urban planning, finance and IT, and to create a new office for control. This, he argues, will promote the economy and provide affordable housing for all. He believes the budget for renovations of schools and education facilities should be expanded. He also wants to build, I quote, at least 3 fun parks, end quote, for street sports. 69-year-old artist and futurologist Karl Maria Schulte is running for mayor of Frankfurt again. He has done so a number of times in the past and has also participated in the elections for president of Germany. He wants to achieve a, I quote, socio-ecological orientation of all political areas, end quote. Mr. Schulte denounces what he calls, I quote, election fraud, end quote, that some candidates are at the top of the ballot and not all candidates are treated equally. As a, I quote, non-partisan, creative and competent mayor, end quote, he wants to campaign for more citizens' referendums, like in Switzerland. Markus Eulig is a 61-year-old journalist and independent entrepreneur in Frankfurt and Abu Dhabi, as well as an author, filmmaker and musician. His plans include a new economic policy, a new drug policy, cleaning up the station district, and, I quote, a whole new mobility concept, end quote. He celebrates the cosmopolitan nature of Frankfurt and wants to shape policy to preserve the image of a city with inhabitants from all over the world. And that's it. We've made it. We have now covered each and every candidate that's running for Frankfurt mayor individually. And we did it just in the nick of time, because election day is right around the corner. May the best candidate win. The sources that we used to create this video are available in the description below. The German word of the day is Außenseiter, and it means outsider or underdog. Any great story has one of those, winning against everything and everyone. And who knows, maybe the story of Sunday's election will be one of the greats. Thank you so much for being with us, and see you next time. Good night and good luck.